Now, will you indulge me for one out of the past here? Really? Okay. This is a column I wrote in the college newspaper, early 1980s. It's the only one I'm not embarrassed to read. Sorry. I seem to emit an aura of gullibility. Any shyster on the make seems to be able to single me out. If a guy gives me the usual song and dance about how he's had a run of bad luck, lost his wallet, his cat died, and he hasn't eaten in 3 days, I usually see fit to oblige him with a buck or two. I call it being a nice guy, but I suppose some people might say it's being a sucker. But even a nice guy has to draw the line somewhere. After being discharged from the Army, I was en route home with a layover at the Dallas airport. 2 attractive young ladies approached me. One of them placed a stick-on U.S. flag with a toothpick staff on my lapel and told me she was soliciting funds for a halfway house where they help junkies get off drugs. I reached into my pocket for a $1 bill to give her. Then she said, "Hey, look, I've got all these $1 bills. Would you mind giving me a 20 and I can give you these ones and get them off my hands?" My first thought was that she'd take off with my 20, but she didn't look like a thief. She was well dressed and neatly groomed, and nobody would do anything that stupid. So I gave her the 20, and she proceeded to count the ones into my hand. She stopped at 10 and asked if I would care to contribute the other 10 to their organization. I shook my head, and she counted 5 more ones. "How about contributing $5? She said. I had to take a stand to get the 4 more dollars I wanted back. In fact, I had to get almost nasty. Then she asked me for my name and address so they could send me some literature her group distributed. I had all but forgotten the incident when I found Back to Godhead, the magazine of the Hare Krishna movement, in my mailbox. The halfway house to which I had contributed was really a home for a bunch of bald-headed Brahma zealots. A bit of research revealed that such deceptions are common tactics for the professional panhandlers of that cult. They dress not in their traditional robes and beads, but in conventional middle-class garb, including wigs for the men. They refer to it as dressing like a karmi. Karmi is the Krishna term for a worldly non-member. They refer to the loot they acquire from begging as Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the Hindu goddess of fortune. Several months passed before I found myself again in the Dallas airport. Again, I was accosted by a Krishna Karmi gathering Lakshmi. She handed me a candy cane and informed me she was giving candy canes to all the good-looking guys she met. Then, straightforwardly, she explained that she was a teacher for some institution sponsored by ISKCON, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. She had a little name tag and everything. "Do you enjoy being a professional panhandler?" I asked her. "I'm a teacher, not a beggar," she informed me. "What do you teach?" I asked. "How to make poison Kool-Aid?" She developed a crestfallen expression like a dog that had been kicked. "I didn't mean that," I told her. "It's just that I thought I was getting a candy cane because I was a good-looking guy." "Well, you are," she affirmed. Her eyes took on a renewed twinkle as she continued. "You really are, and it's amazing that even though we eat artificial food and breathe artificial air, that some of us remain attractive." She paused momentarily, then proceeded, "Couldn't you help out just a little bit? Even a penny would help. Don't you even have a penny? You can't even get a candy cane for a penny these days." "If your karma was good," I told her, "you'd get candy canes free like I do."